Hey, what's going on everybody? ETP coming at you guys with another video today, and I haven't posted a commentary in a really long time. Feels kind of weird making one now, but I am back. I've been on a little bit of a break from YouTube, just haven't been posting too many videos because I've had a lot of school to do. I just finished my last final today, so I'm officially out for Christmas break, so I have close to a month off, so hopefully I'll be able to post some more videos more frequently than I have been. I've pretty much just been posting the player creation tutorials, and I didn't even post one of those for a little while just because I didn't get around to making any, but those will be starting to get pushed out more frequently as well, along with some other videos too. But in this video, I'm just going to go over some of the updates to the 2015 class. I've had a few people ask me for updates, some of the things that have happened with it, because I haven't talked about it in a really long time. But you can see the file now has over 20,000 downloads, which is insane. It's crazy how fast this file has been getting downloads. I think it's the third or fourth most downloaded one on PS4 right now, and the other three ahead of it are really not realistic at all. They were just released like right when the game came out, so it has, I think the most downloaded file has like Okafor at like number 35 playing for UConn and all this stuff. It's just, it wasn't realistic. So it's crazy how fast this thing has gotten downloads. I've done 101 updates to it. And you guys can see right here, I got the 2016 class in the works as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get super in-depth with that one. I'll probably hopefully be able to get around 30 guys done for that class, and then I'll release the first version, and we'll have to see about that. But let's go over some of the updates to the 2015 class. You can see here with Okafor, I changed his skin tone a little bit. I'm thinking about changing it back. I'm not really sure. I feel like this skin tone 4, makes the face look a little weird compared to 3, and you can see that skin tone looks more like his in the face, but then if you look at the rest of his body, like his legs and stuff, it looks a little too dark, I think. So I might stick with 4, might stick with 3. I did that for a few other guys as well. I'll keep it at 4 right now, but that could be getting changed a little bit later. But as you can see, I had to move him up to an 80 overall. I had to bump him ahead of Moutier because Okafor's just been playing absolutely incredibly. He's looking like he is solidifying himself as the #1 overall prospect. So I'm assuming he'll go #1 as of right now. Moutier has been playing well over in China, but I think Okafor definitely has higher stock than him right now. Carl Towns is right up there at the top as well. And then there's a little bit of a drop off. I had to change a lot of ratings because the draft class is constantly changing, you know, with some guys doing really well, some guys dropping off a little bit. You can see Kelly Oubre, he was actually a 76 at the beginning, but he hasn't been getting very many minutes with Kansas, and he's not playing extremely well. So, you know, I guess his stock is really high. I think he dropped down from 4 to 9 on Draft Express, which, you know, is still really high, but he hasn't been doing too much, so we'll have to see what happens with him. I've seen a couple mock drafts actually have him going next year, but I'm not sure about that. I feel like if his stock is high enough, then he will come out this year. So had to bump him down a little bit though. Cliff Alexander also got a little bit of a bump down, and then mainly Willie Cauley-Stein got a big bump up. I think I had him into 71 earlier, but he's been playing crazy good. So he's up there now at a 74, and there have just been multiple rating changes. And I think the class now has 81 players, and I think 4 or 5 of them were not on the Draft Express mock draft, and that would be like Ryan Boatwright and Quinn Cook and stuff like that. But I went ahead and threw them in there. They're really lowly ranked, though. You can see, I think I actually had Boatwright at a 67. Yeah, there's Ryan Boatwright there, 67. So he could get drafted in your class. Probably not, though. There are better players available, but he does have some pretty good scoring attributes, but the size is really the big thing with him. He probably won't become a really good player in the NBA. His stock could rise. It's still early, but we'll have to see about that. But another big thing I changed was the hairstyles. When the patch came out, they added in the new hairstyles, and they look way better. Like, you can see that hairstyle looks a lot better than the previous hairstyles that we had to use for like a short, like, cropped fade right here. We'll go to the old one. We had to use this one, I believe, right here. This is the one you had to use. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look nearly as good as these right here. Number 4 and number 2, I think, are the best. Yeah, those definitely look pretty good. So I changed hairstyles for a ton of guys like that. I also changed ages because I noticed I was kind of going by like say somebody's like 21 years old and their birthday is at a certain point, and then I kind of think of it as by the time that the draft comes around in June, they would be this age. So some guys had a little bit higher of an age than they actually do right now, and that turned into guys being like 24 years old. I think DeLon Wright was like 24 when the draft came around. Excuse me. So I had to change that. I just changed their ages to what they actually are right now, and I think that'll work a lot better. I've also done a few modifications to Wingspan. One thing I really wish they had was, instead of giving us a slider for Wingspan like they have right here, like, I mean, 60, 61, you don't really know how big of a wingspan that is. I've seen it vary for different heights. Like, Anthony Davis has a 7'7" wingspan, and he's 6'10", I think. 6'10", 6'11", something like that. And his wingspan is like 63, so that seems pretty big. So if you think of Okafor, that means that's like a 7'7" wingspan, but I don't think he has it that high, so I had to bump it down some. But then I've seen other guys that are shorter that their wingspan is like 5 inches. Say it's 5 inches tall, longer than their height. Their wingspan slider might even be, you know, larger than 63. So it kind of depends on the height. It's sort of weird. I wish they'd just give us an actual height. Like, see how they have right here, height 6'11". I wish you could just make the wingspan, you know, 7'3" or whatever it is. So I wish they'd change that. I don't think they're going to. Hopefully they'll do that in 2K16. But we'll have to see. So those are generally the updates that I've done so far. There's countless updates. I can't even go over all of them. But I'm glad everybody is liking the class a lot. It's crazy. I've gotten so many messages of people saying it's awesome and stuff, and giving me suggestions on some players to add. And if there are any players in here that you don't see, it's generally just because I haven't seen them on any mock drafts. I know they're good. I know there are players that are on the verge of being able to get drafted, but they're not in the class right now, just because their draft stock might be high. But again, as the season goes on, I might throw in some more seniors and stuff. And also, when I do my 2016 class, some of these guys will get moved to the 2016 class. Like, I think Mark Garcia on Draft Express, when I did this, he was in the 2015 class. Now, I think they have him in the 2016, and same with Terry Rozier. So, some of these guys could move to the 2016 once I get some more players in there. We'll just have to see. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like on it if you did. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll try to push out a few more creation tutorials relatively soon. Talk to you guys later.